As your child enters preschool, it is essential that their early care and education provider understands your language goals for your children. They should also create an environment that nurtures the growth of your child's language and cultural gifts. This will allow them to grow, develop, learn, and play while maintaining their home language. A child's language identity, which is the representation of themselves through language and how others embrace their language, is key in the healthy development of a child. In the state of Illinois, we believe that every child's home language and culture should be an integrated and valued part of their early care and education experience. Identifying children's home language is a key component of linguistically responsive learning environments and experiences for all children, including elevating a child's home language. This video will walk you through the identification process for preschoolers in the state of Illinois. If you have any questions about what happens later in their educational pathway, starting in kindergarten, your local school district can assist you. Let's take a look at the first step. When a child first enrolls in a new early care and education program, you will be asked to complete a home language survey. You should be offered the home language survey in your language of comfort or be offered an interpreter to ensure that you understand the purpose of the home language survey and the questions on the form. The purpose of this form is to identify if your child speaks another language or if another language is spoken in the home. The answers of these questions are important because they will help guide the experience your child has in their classroom and ensure that their home language is considered and valued. Some families may be concerned about how to answer the question because they don't want their child to be treated differently than the other children. But in Illinois, we value multilingualism as an asset, and we also value parent choice about their child's services. Even if you mark yes on both of the questions, you still have an opportunity to decide later if your child will receive special services to help support their home language and their English language development through what is offered, referred to as ESL or bilingual services. On question 1, you will be asked if a language other than English is spoken in the home. This means as part of the regular everyday interactions that your child has with others in your home. This could be interactions with you or other caregivers that they spend significant time with, including grandparents or other family members living in the same household. If you mark yes, you will also share the language other than English that are spoken. Some families may speak multiple languages in their home. This question is not referring to children hearing languages other than English spoken on TV or in movies. On question 2, you will be asked if your child speaks a language other than English. This means as part of their normal routine in your home or when they are communicating with others inside your home or in the community. This does not refer to repeating things heard on television or in a movie. If you mark yes, you will write the language or languages that the child speaks. Please note that you should not be asked at any point for your citizenship status during this process and that the information collected is only used for educational purposes and is not shared with other government agencies. The data is only shared with agencies within the Illinois Early Care and Education System for the purposes of providing targeted educational resources and support. Your child's early care and education provider may ask you additional questions outside of this form to help support your child's language growth and development in their home language and English, but you have the right to only share what you feel comfortable sharing. The State Home Language Survey only includes the 2 questions that were just shared with you. In most early care and education settings, after you complete the home language survey, your child will be screened using a developmentally appropriate and child-friendly process to see if they qualify for additional services and supports as an English learner. These assessment processes also determine if they qualify for home language instruction and supports. If the assessment shows that your child qualifies for multilingual services and supports, it is up to you to decide if you agree with what is being offered or not. You always have the right to deny services if you would like. we would suggest that you set up a meeting with your child's teacher before making a decision. In this meeting, you can discuss what services and supports will be provided in your child's classroom, how their home language will be supported and encouraged, and how the teacher plans to make sure your child is assessed equitably. You also have the right to ask for your child to be served in the general education classroom, which is considered an inclusive classroom. You may also want to ask if there is a dual language program available, which provides your child's early education in their home language while also supporting English language development. This type of classroom promotes bilingualism and biliteracy. In the state of Illinois, we would suggest serving your child in an inclusive setting or in a designated dual language classroom. Please keep in mind that even if you deny services, your child will still be assessed yearly to consider their language proficiency in the state of Illinois. Now that you have completed the home language survey, you can expect that your child's preschool provider will be contacting you with additional information.